Hey, greetings. My name is Dave Kelleher. I'm accepting a challenge from my son Lance to get out there and post something positive and some way that I could save the world, or we could save the world. And I know some of the posts have been directly, related to this pandemic and stuff, but I'm going to leap beyond this because we're going to get through this and it's going to get back to normal. When? Well, the sooner the better, but we'll play that out. So the thing I want to kind of talk about is something that's been on my mind for years and years, and that's plastic. Plastic, it's this material that's it's versatile, it's flexible, it's strong, it's inexpensive, and but it's probably the biggest threat to the world as far as pollution. In 2012, we had 288 million tons of plastic was manufactured. In 1 year, it jumped up, to 2013, it jumped up 4% more to 299 million tons. So obviously, we're over that. And plastics has become the ubiquitous material that's used in manufacturing, and it's driving our modern economy. So my main thing with the plastics is, obviously the pollution, and you look at all the stuff we use and how it's just so disposable. It'll be, decades to centuries for stuff to just, biodegrade into nothing.
Every piece of plastic that has been made, if it hasn't been melted down, it's still here.
Yep, I bet it is. 'Cause, plastic cups take 50 years, and that's easy. That's quick. Mm-hmm. Everything else, plastic beverage containers, 400 years. Diapers, 450 years, diapers. Fishing line takes 600 years to biodegrade. Look at the 25 years on Lake McConaughey. I've been walking the shoreline and picking up trash, so I picked up my share of fishing line on there along with lures. And it will use a total of 20%. 20% of our oil production is going to make plastic. 20%. Currently, there's 5 trillion pieces of plastic floating around in our oceans, primarily North Pacific, all the way down to the fewest, and just billions of pieces in the Mediterranean. 286,000 tons, and that's equivalent to 38,000 adult African elephants.
Ooh.
I'm just throwing that out there.
That's a fun fact.
Special in our
Conceptualize that a little bit.
So 8 tons annually end up in the ocean. And by 2025, that 8 tons is going to double to 16 tons. The oceans will have more plastic by weight than fish. Think of that. So what can we do? Okay, what can we do to save the world? The number one thing I am going to do, is my number one pet peeve, is the plastic water bottles. It's 17 million barrels of oil annually are used to make water bottles just for the U.S. It contributes to global warming. 80% of these plastic bottles end up in our landfills or in our streams, oceans, or just litter. 86% of that. So the recycling's not working the way it could work. And then if you look at the cost of tap water to bottled water, bottled water is 3,000% more expensive than tap water. So look at that. You don't like the taste of your water, throw in a lemon. Get a water purifier. That's easy too. But just concentrate on using tap water instead of buying bottled water. So that's one of the things I'm going to look at. And there's also this myth out there that tap water is not as good for you as the bottled water, and it is. It's just a myth. Okay. Between state and government agencies, how they monitor and scrutinize the water. They're always looking at it. So it's more regulated than any of the bottled water companies are going to be. I'm going to look at reusable grocery bags. And actually, we've been wanting to do that. Our problem is we have to remember to do them. Our reusable bags are in a trunk, but we get in and we don't really realize it until we're getting ready to go through the checkout. So this old brain's got to remember that. Another thing to do would be, this is something for the ladies, okay? All these beauty products out there that use these things called micro beads. Use something that uses natural products in your face cleansers or whatever. Natural products that use maybe like salt or oatmeal.
Yeah, don't put plastic on your face.
Yeah, these microbeads, they just, they'll get through some of the filtration systems in water treatment plants. And some of them look pretty colorful and attractive for the marine life to eat, which is not very good. I'm gonna start cooking more. I'm getting to be a pretty damn good cook. Crock pots. With cooking, you're not buying stuff that's in all this plastic wrap. And you're not using, maybe, when you go out, you might get, the plastic cutlery, so you won't be using that at all. The last thing I'm going to talk about is, purchase items secondhand. I mean, look at all the plastic wrap that goes into these new products that we buy. I may not be a sharp-dressed man, but I can, look pretty stylish in my secondhand clothes.
There you go.
So, I mean, me changing my habits with plastic isn't going to save the world, but that's a start. Maybe in the next episode we can see how hemp can play a part into this. Now I challenge you. What can you do to save the world? Come on, Lance. Come on here.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo-hoo!
Give him kisses. Saying or anything that you want to throw in there? Yeah. All right. Perfect.